Killer Mental dies! Whoops, guess not. Alright, returning to the arena. Meet Lubicant. The most vicious, vile creatures in the game. These guys have a temper tantrum whenever they start attacking. Easy way to get through this room, use one of these. Really, that's the easy way to get through the room. Lubicants drop the katana known as Muramasa, which sells for a large amount of money. So, you can use this place to get some extra experience and to make some money. If you feel so inclined. That's Aurochs's suit. And, well, if you played Symphony of the Night, you know who Aurochs is, but it'd make you ask, how did Aurochs get his hands on a suit like that? And we're better off not asking. But yeah. You could go through the room the old-fashioned way, but, that's your health. Okay? It's not that easy. Unless, of course, you're using the giant sparkling blade. This room is simple. Stay on the platform and push the buttons that the little statues thing tells you to push. I think the buttons stay the same each time, but, you know, I don't really care to remember that stuff. And try to stay close to the center of the platform whenever you get to the next one, so you don't walk off or something. Between the spikes and all the beam skeletons, I don't think you want to hit the ground. Boom. And just proceed on through. The arena has 3 treasures for you. That's the rare ring. It increases your luck by 5 and has the added benefit of making rare items drop more easily. So it says. And I guess it's true. Not that I pay much mind to that. This place makes for some easy experience points, so long as the beam skeletons just stand there and take a beating. Alright, there's only one room left, but that's probably the hardest one to go through. Unless you have like the gargoyle soul or something. Or you have a lot of power in hand. Or just a giant weapon in general. But we've only encountered one giant weapon thus far. Yes, the game has more than one. But they're not nearly as powerful. But they're kind of fun. Here it comes. Conveyor belts are the only safe thing to stand upon. We have the lovely Aranus, the Red Valkyrie. Pretty much the only way to describe it, the Red Valkyrie. And the yellow Medusa heads. This room is dangerous. It is foul, it is wicked, it is vile. You might want to have the gargoyle soul. That stops you from being turned to stone. You might want to bring the zombie soldier soul. That way you can do an air recovery. And you might want to fight more effectively. Actually, I think the Archdemon... Yeah, the Archdemon's more troublesome the other way around. Because you don't want to take off an Aranus, but you're going that way. I'm not even sure if I said that right. I think that name is of Greek origin. And this is Balmung, the legendary sword of the Dragon Slayers. Not the famous sword of the Dragon Slayers that you can buy from Hammer. This thing is a giant sword. Yes. It doesn't even look like Soma swings it much. Kind of more like he just pops it into thin air. Or pops it out of thin air. It's a good weapon. The range is amazing. The speed's alright. And even though it can't really compare to the giant sparkling blade, it does what it needs to. And this weapon was my favorite for quite some time. The first time I played the game, and actually got this far into the room. At first I thought this stuff was kind of impossible, But then I realized, no, it's not. And that the giant sparkling blade makes this game really easy. Just saying. But anyway, that's all the crap in the arena taken care of. And I really mean it that way. All the crap. Only thing left in the arena is the boss and easy stuff. So, I'm just relaxing. The boss, for the most part, is easy stuff. Once you recognize his pattern. If you can't recognize the boss's pattern, he's going to smash you around like a ragdoll. Actually, someone will fly around the room like a ragdoll from this boss fight. I mean, I don't think he hit me at all. I think I actually got a perfect boss fight in this time. I told you to get the Medusa head soul, and if you didn't, you're not going to be happy with yourself for not doing it. You'd be rather disappointed for not getting it. You could say it's a cheap strategy if you'd like, but it's a fast one. Meet Balor. I think he's Irish too. Maybe. Man, there's a lot of Irish references in this game. Anyway, so he's a giant who's sitting in the background and he's trying to smash you with his fists. Or grab you. He uses punches, grabs, and fist slams. I think you can disable his hands by attacking them, and if you do so much damage they stop. I think I even progress the fight to the next phase like that, but whatever. This where you use Medusa head and you just smack his eye. I think this is where the Irish part of it fits in. Balor had this killer gaze. This game, though, it just lets you pack a deadly punch. Which is like the second most powerful attack in the game. First time I played the game, I loved listening to someone say that. And that is the giant bat soul, which lets us turn into a bat. Ain't that something? Aha! Instant bat transformation. Hey, it's Jay. Pale. How can you tell? Oh, his memories are turned. Well, good to go. Way to go, Jay. Oh, of course, Dark Power did it. Extensive history of Dracula. And why is that? Because he is the last Belmont. Julius defeated Dracula in 1999 with the assistance of others. And if Dracula comes back, then the good Belmont has to destroy him. Now, Belmont, Julius, is a fairly intelligent person for some reason. Oh well. But he's not so certain Graham has what it takes to be Dracula. Interesting. So who has what it takes? Oh well. He has to go off and get his whip. And we have to go off and fight Graham. And with the giant bat soul in hand, we can go do that. We can finally access the top floor. We can get into small places that we couldn't get to by sliding into. You know, like alcoves and such. We can fly anywhere, as long as there's not water. Touching water cancels the transformation automatically. But it is fairly expensive to maintain, for the ridiculous cost of 30 NP a second, or something like that. Meet Succubus. Like Lilith, except, well, Succubus only has one form of attack. What do you think a Succubus would do, huh? Oh well, we get the black cloak in this room, which is better than a crimson cloak, that's for sure. There are better accessories you can equip, but you have to get them from enemy drops. Like, for example, the black belt that you can get off a werewolf, that I normally do get off a werewolf, by random chance, not that I let them down or anything. So climbing on top of this room, we'll run into another new enemy. It is the Baal. Or Baal, or something, I don't know. An upgraded version of the Boo-ware, or whatever. And smarter too, I think. in this room, we'll run into another enemy. I think that's the last enemy. Battery. I want to say battle. The giant skeleton. Not the creaking skull, giant skeleton. And he's much more powerful, because I'm sure the creaking skull would have died by now. Died twice by now. Yes, the giant skeleton is significantly more powerful than the creaking skull. And that candle always drops 1,000. Jeez. And with that, the arena's done. All the treasures here now belong to, I'd like to say us, but some people might not actually want to go through all the trouble of getting the stuff in the battle. I keep saying battle, it's just an arena. So, we're gonna leave now. End of story. We're leaving. We're just gonna stay in this dump. There's a whole minute and a half. Well, now it's only just 30 seconds. I'm gonna leave the last 30 seconds. Oh. So, the next video. Giant bat stuff. I'm not gonna go off and collect everything. We're not gonna finish off the castle map. No, we're just gonna pick up some things we can get now as a bat. So, in the next video, stuff to pick up with as a bat. See you then.